Hanukkah kicks off at nightfall tomorrow, and our next guest has a tasty way to celebrate the Festival of Lights.
Jason Goldstein is the chef behind the food blog Chop Happy, where he shares delicious recipes and his cooking tips, and he is joining us live this morning with a latke-filled menu. So great to have you here.
Thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
Yes, happy Hanukkah.
I'll show you latkes that are both savory and sweet.
I can smell it. It smells so good.
Yes, you're going to love it. I have 5 of them.
What's the key to a good latke?
Okay, a good latke starts with a great potato.
Okay.
So you want to use like a russet or a baked potato because it's the strong one. It's the one that went to the gym. So it holds up in the frying or however you make it, and it doesn't get very mushy, and it fries up really, really well.
Since air fryers are the new thing, I had to ask.
Yeah.
Air fryers work as good as frying in a pan?
So nothing is the homeland of frying in the pan, but the second best actually is the air fryer. That's awesome. You just want it to be on a high heat at 400 degrees. Spray it with lots of cooking spray, 7 minutes per side, and you get a nice crispiness because the air circulates, so it gives that nice crispiness to it.
Beautiful.
What's your method? You like the fry?
I like the fryer.
Yeah.
I secondly like the air frying, actually. For some of these dessert latkes, the air frying actually works better because it won't be as greasy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Yeah.
All right, so
I
what do we
like
got
that.
today? What are the options
The
here?
sandwiches are insane.
All right, so you're ready for us to make a sandwich.
Oh,
so,
yes.
first thing I wanted you to know is that when we're making a latke, you're obviously going to use the russet potatoes. You want to grate it. That's what makes it best
By
for
hand?
you. By hand.
Why can't you use a food processor?
So
Everyone tells me the texture's different.
It is. It doesn't just get those nice thick pieces of potato in there, and it just gets all mushy. So some of them is like the mushy potato-ness to it. So
Old
by
school,
hand.
Cal.
Yes.
Old school.
Old school.
Work the muscles.
So you're gonna do a double squeeze. Are you ready for this? First squeeze, you're gonna squeeze it right after you grate the potatoes, and then we do another squeeze after. But let's start with the binding. So we start with some flour, and you can obviously use gluten-free flour as well too if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Or cheese. Cheddar cheese will bind it all together.
Yum.
instead.
Okay, I like
that. Sounds great.
2 eggs, and this is our culinary assurance that it stays together when it fries. And now we love a lovely, fluffy pancake. So the key to this is baking powder. Right in there, about a tablespoon of baking powder.
Okay, great.
I like to put some extra onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper in there.
Season it up.
For you. And then Mama Goldstein's secret, since it's Hanukkah, this is her first Hanukkah gift. I mentioned to her about her secret right here. It's onion. You grate the onion and you put it in there as well too. So I have a hack, ready?
Yes.
When you're grating your onion, you can actually put a sandwich bread in your mouth and it soaks up the onion juice. So this way you don't cry. No cry for me, Hanukkah. It really works.
Try that.
It really works, yeah.
So as you're cutting or whatever you're doing
Just
in the
put
onion.
it in your mouth, yeah. Just one big of sandwich bread, wheat bread, white bread, it all works together
I
for
think
you.
you come home watching you cutting an onion, be like, why are
And
you having,
biting on
why are
bread.
you holding a piece
Look
of
at
bread
me.
in your mouth?
Sure.
I was doing that last night, and Tom was like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm like, but I'm not crying. Okay, and then you can use a scooper, you can use whatever you want for this, a tablespoon, but I like to just claw with my hand. You squeeze it together, and you're gonna come.
Is this wet enough?
Well, it's just, we gotta keep mixing it to make it wetter.
Okay, so that's all you put in?
Yeah.
No other additional?
No.
Okay.
And then what happens is that you put it on a really hot oil. Canola oil or vegetable oil works the best. And then you go 2 minutes per side.
Great.
And you get the crispy
2 minutes.
potato latkes.
Beautiful.
Cool, right?
Yes.
And then we are gonna make this into a sandwich.
That's a great
Heard of, like
idea.
Thanksgiving leftovers?
Yes.
Hanukkah leftovers.
Yes.
So, just like my childhood, we used to go to this place called Jesse and David's and get nice pastrami on top of that. And you want to
Perfect.
load it high for all the blessings of the holidays. You're going to take some Thousand Islands or Russian dressing and you're going to smear it all like that.
What a great idea.
Pickles, so you get a nice crunch in there. Sometimes I put potato chips in there so you get double potato.
Yes.
And then you put on top. And you have
That's beautiful.
gorgeous.
sandwiches.
I love that.
Yeah, you can actually use turkey, anything you want.
Oh, this is the way to go.
Yes,
this is
yes,
the nice way to go.
With
All
the
right.
pastrami.
That's a great idea here. So then you also did some other options as well. Let's start with this one over here.
Okay, so the kimchi is really cool because you do the exact same thing we just did. Just add scallions and kimchi to it, and you mix it together.
In the mix.
In the mix, yeah. You cut up
Okay.
the kimchi, mix it in together. You do the double squeeze, so the second squeeze happens actually right before you fry it, so you get all the juice out, and then it comes out and has this like spicy, salty, oniony crunch to it, and it's so
That
fabulous.
sounds
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yes.
When
And-
you squeeze, you put everything in a towel, a nice.
So the
lint-free
first
dish towel?
squeeze is a towel,
Yep.
right? And the second squeeze is your hands
Oh,
when you're
okay.
forming it. Yeah.
Oh, got
yeah.
it. Okay. Now this smells delicious. Powdered sugar with, is that maple syrup?
Actually, that's you can use that's caramel, but you can use maple syrup. You're really giving me so many great ideas. Yes, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I have
little
extra in the
French
fridge.
toast, yeah.
Yes, yes. So it's like apples instead of potatoes, right? And you feel it, and you also have the pumpkin
You just tricked me.
spice.
You just tricked me because I was like, this isn't potato.
No, no, it's apple, right? Doesn't it taste like a
smells
warm
so good.
apple pie?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and you grate it the same way. Grate it by hand with that no onion, obviously, in it. And you're going to use flour, brown sugar, and pumpkin spice,
Yes.
or apple pie spice.
That's good. You got a nice little sweet
And I
kick
heard
to it.
instead of the cheddar cheese with apple, I heard Parmesan tastes really good.
Oh my
at
God,
this.
we have to
Heard
make
that.
another one. We're gonna cook together after this.
Apple
but
and Parmesan.
actually, you can also, you're so good. You're like making me think about all these things. Cheddar cheese and apple pie actually works really well
Right.
too, so you could have done that as well too.
Very
Yes.
cool. Is this a s'more?
Okay. S'mores, s'mores, latkes. This is the dream come true of
Stop it.
all the grandmas out there, all the bubbies.
Yes, bubbies.
So this is sweet potato that you grate, brown sugar, almost the same as the apples, flour, all
What
of
a
that
fantastic
stuff.
idea, and it's beautiful.
Yes, and then you're gonna put some fluff on there, or marshmallow, chocolate, and graham cracker on there. Tell me that doesn't taste so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're a little
That's good.
verklempt,
That's
right?
good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's like this is a dessert. This
Yeah,
is, this is what you
dessert
serve as-
latke.
Right.
Yeah,
I like that
yeah.
a lot. That's very good. What's
Dan
that?
was saying sometimes the sauce is as addicting as the latke. So what's in your special white creamy sauce over here? Savory.
Okay, so I cheat a little bit and I put onion soup dip.
Really?
On top of it instead of sour cream, so you get that little extra flair in it. I do that for my mashed potatoes. When I make mashed potatoes, I put onion soup dip instead of sour cream, so you get extra flavor.
Is that mayonnaise and a little?
Mayonnaise, you put onion powder, you put scallions, you put some red pepper flake, you put all that.
But this one
That's
looks
great.
different.
Okay, so this is the cheat latke. This is mashed potato latke. So you make mashed potatoes. See, you guys are like so good. You're latke psychics here, because literally I make mashed potatoes. That is the ingredient. I make mashed potatoes. I put the same onion dip into the mashed potatoes with it, cheddar cheese to bind it instead of flour. This is a gluten-free one, and then you
like that.
scallions, and then you fry it up, and it's like a pancake. And these are people who don't want to grate.
I like that idea because you could probably make the mashed potatoes the day before, right?
Yes, yes, that's perfect. Actually, it works the best if you make it the day before because it's nice and cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good. These are great options. Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
I like that, and I like the dessert. I would have never thought the dessert options, so that's a good take on it.
Thank you.
Jason, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Thanks for
Thank
cooking with
you.
me. I'm so grateful for you
course.
guys.
We're always happy
thankful
to have
for
you.
I mean, what a great year. You had so many things this year. And by the way, tell me your new book.
Oh, it's 101 cooking secrets for the home cook, and it's coming out on January 7th.
I know.
Yes,
Perfect.
Come back and cook
yes,
us some more.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You can keep up with Jason, all his cooking tips and tricks on social media at Chop Happy. And don't forget that book coming out January 7th. So it's great.